I am very sure that there must have been some source of influence to the way you think and the person you are today. Very often it comes from either a book, or a movie, or just simply somebody writing out a thought, as in a quote, or a proverb, or whatever. But have you ever been influenced by a writing in an obituary? Let me tell you about the one that made a humongous difference in my life. Welcome back. Welcome back to the musings of an old Maverick. Welcome back to the archives of my life. So, let me tell you about this very interesting incident that happened in my life when I was very young, probably my first year in college. You know, I did my graduation from Delhi University and we were living in Delhi, therefore. And one of the things that we always did was go and watch a night show movie. And this would normally begin around 9 o'clock at night and end around 12:30. And our favorite hall was a hall called Archana in Greater Kailash in Delhi, which of course doesn't exist anymore now. And after we'd finish our movie, we'd drive back and come to a flyover called the Mulchand flyover. And below this flyover, there used to be one person who would make egg rolls and what we call ande ka paratha. And he would make these egg rolls so deliciously and so beautifully that it had become a ritual that every time we go and see a movie, we would stop and have an egg roll. So this was one night, beautiful summery night. And we landed up after the movie to have an ande ka paratha. And the one I received came in a regular newspaper roll. So the voracious reader that I am, and you give me anything in black and white, I would sit and read. I happened to read an obituary. And this obituary was from a mother to her son. And it said, "Dear Lord, help me to remember that no matter what happens to me today, there is nothing that you and I can't handle together." This was such a moving obituary. It's so strongly connected with something that my mother would always tell me. She would say, in life, there are only 3 important words which you must follow and you must make as your entire existence. I am responsible. That's it. There's nothing else. No other thought in your mind required, but just the thought that triggers from saying, I am responsible. And that's a fact of life, right? Because you are responsible for your happiness. You are responsible for all the sadness that you create. You are responsible for your tempers and your angers. You are responsible for all the love that people give you. You are responsible for your summer, and you are responsible for the winters you create. So when you are responsible, you therefore would be a very independent person, just like me. Because I don't depend on anyone, on anything. Because I am completely responsible for what I am, who I am, and how I take care of all my responsibilities. So when I read this prayer, it touched me so deeply. It made that those three words, I am responsible, so often repeatedly taught by my mother, so much more ethereal, spiritual. Because when you are responsible, and it's a very, very big responsibility to say that I am exclusively responsible, because you are now not dependent on anyone for anything that happens in your life. That you are responsible for your success, you are responsible for your failures. So when I read the obituary, I looked up and I said, Lord, I am responsible. But I will never forget that no matter what happens to me today, there is nothing that you and I can't handle together. Welcome back once again, and thank you so much for being here. See you soon with another hopefully inspiring episode of the Musings of a Maverick. See you later. This is Anand Nair signing off. Ciao for now.